Hey guys, welcome back to another Existentialist cast. We're doing things a little differently today. I have my recordings from today with Solo, and I just kind of want to talk over them for a little bit, maybe share some ideas that I've had swelling up in my mind for a little while. There's definitely a question that comes to mind, very often in times like these where you've been locked up in your house for a very long time. And what's the point of living if there's no reason to be alive, If you're just kind of existing without meaning and, searching for reason, what's the purpose, You just kind of exist to exist, You stay alive for a little while. And what's the point if you're not, achieving anything or gaining insight into the world and insight into yourself? One can neither grow nor let themselves grow out without trying to find purpose. And that's very difficult to it's a very difficult concept for me to grasp. It one shouldn't really question why they're here, but rather what the reason it is for them to be here. And I question mine so often because I really don't know who I am. I look at myself and I see this dumbass just trying to make it in the world. Here we are driving down Mary Jane Road, and it was big chillin'. But why are we there? First off, well, we were having fun. It led us to go there. But what led us to go there? What was the drive that I had? And what is the reason that I have that drive? Does it just exist within us? Is it a part of our consciousness? Do we gain that drive through experience, or is the experience a part of the drive? What is the cause of all of this, Why do we exist is what my brain is asking me. I mean, we can't answer that, but why do I think it? Why do I keep asking myself whether or not we exist, or whether or not we should know that we exist? See, look, here we are at the Veterans Memorial, just looking around like some bosses. He was testing out his new camera, checking out the lens, and after that we really headed out to Bridge City. I always like going on drives like that where you could just kind of see everything. I feel like having a good perception of where you're going is a good guide to really ground yourself, which is why I like driving so much. You just kind of get a sense of how big the world is and how much of it you haven't seen yet. It's so sad that a lot of people really haven't gone out much. A lot of people from here, especially. It's kind of pathetic even that like you can't experience things the way that they should when you live in this city. This city is just such a hellhole. And here, look, it's not even Port Arthur anymore. It's Bridge City. Look how pretty it is. You can just see like the swamps. It's not even swamps. It's more like bogs. Sure, like it's cloudy at that moment, but Port Arthur really is kind of a cloudy area because it's close to the coast. But there's definitely a lot more to see in the world than just this. It's pathetic. Look at my cracked windshield, and Solo's holding the camera in this shot. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, I was actually gonna go camping today, but I kind of didn't feel like it because I'm kind of like a little sick. Probably just like the cold or something. Not really the cold, just kind of like feeling down. I'm just tired in general. Oh yeah, my mom used to take me there on the right. You see that little cabin thing down there? Basically, that's like a dried up dock. Not really dried up, but just kind of like not used anymore. And we used to go there. Okay, hold on. She used to take me there for fun, and here we have the elevator in downtown Port Arthur. And me and Solo had this inside joke where we went to the Veterans Memorial, and in the restroom there was a bunch of beetles in the in the urinals. So we peed on the beetles, and we just called them piss beetles. I don't know why that's so funny, but it really is. And then here's the oh snap, it cut out. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know where I am. Probably just like the bog part. Alright, and bam. Oh no, they killed my friend. My little Gar friend. I wonder what it's like to die. I feel like I kind of experienced it a little bit whenever I went through the procedure that I went through whenever I had my heart problems. There's just a lot of blackness. There's nothing. It's not peaceful. It's scary once you think about it, you know? You just kind of wake back up. I don't think the human brain can process itself not existing, you know? I feel like that's too much of a task for it to handle. Our brains definitely have a limit, and that's one of them. Maybe it might just be to protect ourselves from knowing too much, though. There's definitely a lot that it shouldn't know. You know, that's why people get PTSD at a certain point. I kind of want to record shit more. I love doing this. I want to get better at it. Look at this angle that I got going. It's pretty decent. You could just see the waves roll up. Look, there's a guy fishing over there, but I couldn't really get it because of how horrible the camera quality is. But I kind of like the camera. It's like, in a way, it has a certain charm about it. And look, here we go. It's about to switch. Boom. Okay, no. There's just more rolling shots. It's pretty nice, though. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. It's too high, though, because of global warming. A lot of the water is just kind of coming up past where it used to be. There was actually water underneath the very bottom one. It probably is just high tide, though. But there's definitely a few more inches on there because of global warming. This is where I try to do a cool panning shot to get it all in the camera. Look, boom, boom, boom. A little bit of misstep there. Bam. Turns up. Ooh, looks up. Cut. Bam. Perfect. Literally perfect. I feel like not really. Definitely horrible. I need to work on my stepping a bit more. Make the camera a bit more steady. This is really just practice for whenever I make the little movie that I'm trying to make. It's about a boy that gets grown up in Port Arthur. And he just tries his best to make it out in this horrible town. Is my audio at a good level? There we go. Okay, cool. There's the dock. There's the water. Pretty nice. There's solo recording again. It's pretty good right here. Yeah. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's a really good fishing spot. It's past. So basically, you get to Pleasure Island, right? You take a right, and wait, is it right? I think it's right. Yeah, you take a right and you go all the way down past the rich people. You go straight down, take a left, and you just go straight down that road. It gets really gross there. And then you pass that up, and then there's a little gate. You go through the gate, and then that's the rocks. It's a really good fishing spot. You can get some pretty good speed going there.
Way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. up, that's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to, oh why can't I?
He's a dang bloody legend. I like that. I like that segment of the podcast. I hope it gets more people. There he is! Oh! Whoa! Dean Bloody Legend. That was badass. You saw him? You saw him? Did you see him? There's the rapist Vans. Some dude was teaching his son how to shoot. Probably wasn't his son though. Then we got to the tower. There's Port Arthur Island back there. I wanted to go swim up there in like a little canoe, but apparently there's snakes and alligators up there, so we decided not to. Not today, but like a while ago, I wanted to do it. Also up there at the tower, it's a tower, right? You climb up it. Actually, you're not allowed to, but you climb up it, and there's like a light source. It's for the boats, but there's a little box there. And my friends and I were gonna start a little backyard boxing match during career prep, and we're gonna see who could stay inside the box. But then we decided not to, because if we knocked each other out of the box, we'd fall out of the platform that was, holding us up, and we would have died. So we just didn't do that. Now here we are heading back to heading towards Louisiana to go get my mom a pizza for Mother's Day, which is today. So yeah, we're just zooming, like big zooming, on our way to Louisiana, just to get my mom a pizza. Because when I was little, we would always go to this one pizza place that's by the Louisiana Bridge, and they have really good pizza there. And yeah, she enjoyed it. She liked the pizza, so I just got it for like old time's sake, There ain't nothing more delicious than a good old-fashioned memory. And that's something that also needs to be put into attention. A lot of people just spend their lives without making many memories. They forget all of them once they're around 40, because most of them are pretty mundane. But whenever you're having fun, life speeds by. But at least you remember a lot of it, Like you're having a good time. It doesn't have to be a good time isn't a long time, because you're spending the time right. And time flies when you're having fun. So it just doesn't feel like a long time. And I think this next shot, let's see. Yeah, we're heading back from the pizza, and we had the pizza with us. And these firefighters had started fighting a random fire on the side of the road. We're coming up on it. But me and Sala were talking about it. We were thinking, what would you do if fire suddenly became sentient and it was out to destroy the world? And he was like, yeah, I'd probably just kill myself at that point. Because, once fire goes crazy, look, here it is. There, you can see the fire. I'm just zooming. And that's